Thanks a lot. And Money Tuesday, we are answering your questions this morning. Financial planner Stewart Welch of the Welch Group joins us now. He's been getting a few emails lately, and he said, "Hey, let's take these on the air." It's good
Let's
to see
do
you.
it. Hey,
Thanks so much.
Good to see you.
Hey, we got a lot to work through right here. So let's start with Scott. He emailed you, and he gave you a rundown, basically, of his situation. He said, am I on the right track? Let's put it up on the screen if we can. Scott is 39. He makes a salary of $44,000, a retirement savings of $62,000 with yearly contributions of about $8,800. He's got an emergency fund of $5,000, stocks of about $3,000. He has debt totaling about $1,100. How does he look?
Well, Rick, if we were giving out the gold star, Scott gets it.
Okay.
He is doing basically everything right. What I love about Scott's situation is he has very low debt. So he's only got like $1,100 in debt. This is total debt outside of the mortgage on his home. He's got a very high savings rate. He's saving $8,800. That's about 20%. And and he also has an emergency reserve, so he's like really set. Now, I ran a retirement analysis, and the retirement analysis suggests that by age 65, he's going to meet his objective, which was to have about the equivalent of what his current salary is. And so he looks really, really good. In fact, he's on schedule to become a millionaire.
He's on schedule to become a millionaire. Let me ask you this question, though. That's if he maintains and these contributions.
Yes, he does. You know, I got a feeling
that's the challenge there.
I've got a feeling that Scott's going to do this, and one of the keys is as his income goes up, he wants to keep the percentage amount. That's what's going to be really key. And the other thing is, when I looked at Scott's investments, they're dominated by stocks, and he's probably going to want to continue to have those dominated by stocks, you know, until about 10 years before retirement. At that time, he'll want to begin to get more conservative.
Okay, let's jump in. We got about a little less than a minute here, so let's jump into Lawrence's situation. Lawrence has a simple question. What is your opinion on the electric car? When I do the math after the government rebate plus the thousands saved by not having to purchase gas, it definitely seems worth it. You always preach, try not to borrow money on something that's going to depreciate fast. Car is one of those examples.
And that's one of Lawrence's big questions.
And this is a big price tag typically.
Well, and this is, I looked up electric cars about $25,000 to maybe $35,000, so it's not an inexpensive kind of car. The problem I have with this is the rule still applies. You don't want to borrow money to buy a depreciating asset, and there's a question in my mind how fast an electric car will depreciate compared to a gas car. It may depreciate worse. The other thing I don't like about this, first of all, I love the fact that he's going green. We should have done this 20 years ago. But what concerns me is an electric car has a range of about 75 to 100 miles. So that tells me that this car is only good in town. And so if he's going to have out-of-town trips, he may end up having to have two cars. And then he's got a lot of expense associated with that.
We'll wait for that technology to catch up a little bit more.
I love that he's going green, and I want to be sure that we invite people to ask questions so that we can handle them here on the air.
GDA at WBRC.com, but folks also can send and get analysis from you like Scott did today.
Yeah, if you want to do a little quickie retirement analysis, write me at Stewart at WelchGroup.com and put retire in the subject line, and we'll handle as many of those as we can.
All right, Stewart, good to see you. Thanks so much. Laws to help you quit smoking, protect non-smokers. What proposals are